guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about bestiality. I figured the school year is starting up again. When you see this, I will literally be back on campus, which... The school year is starting again. Why don't I just get right back onto it with the depravity as if I ever really stopped? But now we are going to be talking about bestiality because what else am I realistically going to do with my Sunday? So, yikes. Funny context before I actually get into the video. I've talked about enough fucked up shit that now anytime that my family sees anything deranged or depraved, they just send it to me automatically. There's no need to even explain why they're sending me an article about a woman who fucked a fish, which is what we're talking about today, by the way. I just get those and I'm like, ah yeah, makes sense. So anyway, woman in court over viral trout sex video. A woman has faced court after a video allegedly involving her and a live brown trout went viral around the world for all the wrong reasons. A Tasmanian woman accused of a sex act with a live fish on a boat has appeared in court for the first time. Catherine Lee June, 58, appeared in Hobart Magistrates Court on Monday, where she asked for an adjournment without plea, the Mercury reported. She faces 3 charges under the Classifications Enforcement Act, including possessing a bestiality product between February 2022 and January 2023. Police allege the bestiality product was a video depicting sexual activity between Miss Lee and a brown trout. She has also been charged with 2 counts of making or reproducing a bestiality product during the same period. So there's a lot to think about here between how exactly this sex act with a fish happened. I wasn't gonna go look for the video. Honestly, I do research for my videos, but I will draw the line at bestiality. I'm probably on so many FBI watch lists between the shit I've had to watch for videos, so we're not doing that. However, there's a picture of Kathy Lee here, and I don't know how you picture people who are involved in bestiality. I did not picture this. Like, when I saw this picture of her, she's not the type of person that I'd picture engaging with a trout. Then again, I don't know what I really should be picturing as a person who engages with trouts. This was my very bad way of saying I don't know what fish fuckers look like. I also have to ask, and I know that this is a redundant question that none of us really have answers to unless there are some choice people in the comment sections, but why film any of it? Like, whenever you are doing any type of crime, I have to ask it over and over again, whether it's the TikTok stars being idiots or it's these people being absolutely depraved. Why are you filming it? Like, I understand you might want your little trophies or for your own weird shit. Like, I understand your personal whatever. But it's like, are we forgetting that this is key evidence that will be used against you almost inevitably because these people don't know how to hide things? Anyway, Miss Lee was granted an adjournment until October. The woman's co-accused, 55-year-old Ashley David Hallam, faced court in May this year. Mr. Hallam has not entered a plea to his charges, which include 2 counts of making or reproducing a bestiality product and 3 counts of possessing a bestiality product relating to a video of alleged activity between Miss Lee and a trout. So naturally, to get more information, I Googled this again with more selected keywords. And like I said, I didn't watch the video, but I did end up on Reddit, a place I don't go often just for my own mental health. Some people here have seen the video and they have things to say about that. First, there is a kind of funny joke, and I'm gonna include that here. Not that any of this is funny, but I do feel like to balance out the depravity, this person said, carpe diem. I thought that was pretty good. But anyway, there are quite a few funny comments. Like someone said, I thought you said she was sleeping with the fishes. So I was wondering what exactly happens in the video because logistically, I'm not trying to know all the details, but if we're talking about a trout and a woman having some kind of sexual relation, I didn't really know what that referred to. So someone said, to save you a click, the video in question, which went viral on social media and earned Lee the nickname Cassie Trout Lady, showed her lying on a boat while a man allegedly uses a live trout to perform a sexual act on her. So that's apparently what's in the video. So the interesting thing about all of this is that the weirdest discourse comes out of this, because I think most of us here, hopefully, can agree that bestiality is a big no-no, right? We're not doing that. So when I saw these comments, I was actually surprised, and granted, there is some merit to them, but at the same time, it's a little bit of whataboutism. You know, whenever something happens, someone has to bring up something that's kind of related, but not entirely, and it's just like, okay, can we stay on task here? Because someone said, if the trout was dead, would she have been charged with bestiality, or would it have been food and not an animal? Someone says, right, it's fine to catch, kill, and gut and cook a fish, but rub one on your cooch and suddenly everyone loses their minds. This society needs to figure out priorities. And then someone else said, bestiality is bad. Bestiality plus necrophilia, nothing to see here. I think that here we are veering into a path of not necessarily veganism, but people who are potentially against eating any type of animal or animal product. And that is another discussion to be had. I really do think that here the main focus is that it's like desecrating a cadaver. Horrible, not okay, but it's not the same thing as assaulting a live human. And I think that the main key point here is that we're dealing with a live thing. No matter where you stand about eating meat or fish or whatever, it's the point that the thing that you are hurting is alive and you are putting them through pain or whatever. You're putting them through something traumatic on purpose, where the only goal is your pleasure. And I guess some people might make the argument that it's the same thing when you kill a fish or whatever animal for meat. But I really do think that we can't really make that exact parallel because the uses are very different. That being said, I thought that was an interesting point because I literally would have never in my life thought of that point at all. You guys can let me know if you think that's relevant. That being said, I always get a little bit uncomfortable when people bring in other things into sex acts, especially sex crimes, because I think we should focus on the criminality of the sex act in question as opposed to bringing in other factors, because most of the time what ends up happening is we don't even focus on the sex crime anymore. We focus on, you know, should we kill animals, which is a valid discussion, but it is another discussion to be had. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Don't fuck fish, I guess. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my patrons as always, and I'll catch you guys next time.